أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه الأخيار، أما بعد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. اسم الفاعل والمفعول مما زاد على الثلاثة. So we are going to look at اسم الفاعل and اسم المفعول from verbs that are more than three, whether it is three-lettered verb with addition يعني ثلاثي المزيد, or it is rubai and so on. So any verb that is more than three. Jamil. He says وَأَمَّا مَا زَادَ عَلَى الثَّلَاثَةِ. As for verbs that are more than three, he says فَالضَّابِطُ فِيهِ أَنْ تَضَعَ فِي مُضَارِعِهِ الْمِيمَ الْمَضْمُومَةَ. The first law. As for verbs that are more than three, the ruling is that الضابط فيه, the ruling in it, what you should do in there is that أن تضع في مضارعه, بمعنى you create the مضارع from the verb first. So you can write point number one, to get the fa'il from verbs that are more than three-lettered verb, create the مضارع, يعني create the present tense verb. When you've created the present tense verb, the حرف المضارع, the first letter, it is called the حرف المضارع, you change it with ميم مضمومة. أن تضع في مضارعه الميم المضمومة, أي where he explains here موضع حرف المضارعة, you place the ميم مضمومة in the position of the حرف المضارع. So let's say you have a word like قاتل, جميل, or شارك, شارك شين ألف راء كاف, شارك. I create the مضارع, I will have يشارك, يشارك. The you, the ياء there is the حرف المضارعة. The قاعدة says I should replace it with ميم ضمة. So from يشارك I would have مشارك, مشارك. Now it's a noun, so I will make it تنوين, مشارك. جميل. Having مشارك done, we are up to this level. It says وَتَقْصِرَ مَا قَبْلَ آخِرِهِ فِي الْفَاعِل. When you want the fa'il, after having your musharik, look at the last but one letter and make it kasra. Fortunately, in most cases, when you do, you just change it to mudari and bring the harf al-mim in replacement of the harf al-mudari'ah, you realize that the last but one letter is already having kasra, like the case of sharaka yushariku, musharikun. That means the kasra has already been done. But these are the laws. If you want the fa'il, change the verb to mudari. If it is more than three letters, change it to mudari. The harf al-mudari'ah, replace it with mim dhamma. And then the last but one letter, make it kasra. You would have your ismul fa'il. So sharaka, the ismul fa'il is musharikun. If you want ismul maf'ul, what do? وَتَفْتَحَهُ فِي الْمَفْعُول. The who attached to تَفْتَحَهُ, the who at the end, put an arrow there and write وَتَفْتَحَ مَا قَبْلَ الْآخِرِ فِي الْمَفْعُول. That is what it means. What comes before the last but one letter, you make it fatha. So musharik, if I want the ism al-maf'ul, what do? I will turn the ra, which has kasra, into fatha. Then I have musharakun, musharakun. I get my ism al-maf'ul. And then he says nahu, mukrimun wa mukramun. So mukrimun is the fa'il. From what verb? It is from akrama, four-lettered verb. Akrama, four-lettered verb. You get your yukrimu from it. Then the yai harf al-mudara, you replace it with mim dhamma. Then you have mukrimun. The last but one letter, which is ra here, you make it kasra, mukrimun. You have your fa'il. If you want the maf'ul, you make the last but one letter fatha. You have your mukramun. So mukrimun is the ism al-fa'il. Mukramun ism al-maf'ul. You have mudahrijun and mudahrajun. Mudahrajun is coming from where? Dahraja. Rubai. Dahraja. you have yudahriju. Then you change the ya into mim, you have mudahrijun. If you want maf'ul, you change the last but one letter to fatha, you get your mudahrajun. Mustakhrijun from istakhraja, yastakhriju, mustakhrijun, and then you have mustakhrajun. Wa mutadahrijun ismul fa'il, mutadahrajun ismul maf'ul. You have your ismul fa'il and ismul maf'ul mimma zada ala thalatha. And then you look at this, it says وقد يستوي لفظ اسم الفاعل واسم المفعول في بعض المواضع. In some places you have your ismul fa'il and ismul maf'ul being the same. Yani where the words are more than 3, where the letters are more than 3, you get to some words that ismul fa'il and ismul maf'ul are the same. What are some of those words? You have your muhabbin bishadda. Pay attention to that. Muhabbin. Muhabbin is a biased person, somebody who leans to one side, aligning to one side. Do not forget we have muhabbin is from habba. Muhabbin. Muhabbin is somebody who is easygoing, somebody who is basically loving. Yani, it's almost the same as the mutahabbin, friendly, easygoing, or loving one another. Mutahabbin. In the muhabbin, pay attention, I said with the shadda, it means easygoing, it means somebody who is loving and friendly. But muhabbin, there is a word like that, and that word roots from haba, ha madal alif, ba madal alif al-maqsura, haba. That is to be biased. So muhabbin without shadda is somebody who is biased or to align to one side. The one we are talking about here is the muhabbin bishadda. Then we have mutahabbin. Muhabbin, the fa'il from it, the maf'ul from it is muhabbin. Mutahabbin, the same thing. Mukhtarin, somebody who chooses, somebody who has been chosen. Munqadin, somebody who submits, is a munqadin. Somebody who is being submitted to is also the same thing. Wa muttarrin, compelled, and the compeller. Wa mu'taddin, mu'taddin. We have mu'taddin, mu'taddin athim in the Quran. Mu'taddin, no shadda, mu'taddin. Somebody who is a transgressor, somebody who is an oppressor. And then that is from i'tada. But we have i'tadda, and that is where we get your mu'taddin from. I'tadda could mean to take something into consideration, to take something into account, to take something important. So you say, Haza la yu'taddu bihi. Haza la yu'taddu bihi. This is not something that we pay attention to it. La yahum yani. Haza shay'un la yahum. That is what we mean by la yu'taddu bihi. So i'tadda, to take into account, to consider, to give credence to. And then mu'taddin, yani somebody, the person that gives credence, the person that puts something into account, and the thing itself that is being given regards to or being taken into account. Then we have munsabbin, and then munsabbin fihi. The moment you see maf'ul with a harf jar, you know that it is al-fi'l alladhi yata'adda bi harf jar. So you have munsabbin, the thing being poured is munsabbin, the one pouring is munsabbin. The thing being you are pouring in is munsabbin fihi. And if it's a cup, munsabbin fihi. Then you have munjabin, and then munjabin anhu. Jamil. So you have your munjabin and munjabin anhu, the maf'ul coming with a harf jar, which is. So when we have to look at why this portion, we are saying that the two are the same. When you look at it, you realize that all of them, they are ending with shadda. Okay, all of them are ending with shadda. So it's not like the last but one letter is standing alone such that you can give it your kasra or fatha. So when you look at it, if you pick something like muhabbin, you have your mim, ha, ba, skun, and another ba. That is what the shadda means. So if you are to open it up, and then you can have your last but one letter, which is the ba. So you get your mim dhamma, ha, fatha, mad al alif. Then you have your ba, fatha, and then ba, the last ba. So you have muhabbabun as maf'ul, muhabibun as fa'il. But this case, the ba, there is idgham. The ba is in the other ba. So it's not like the last but one letter is standing alone. It has been integrated, what we call the idgham. It has been integrated into another letter. And so you don't have any standing alone such that you can give it the fatha or kasra to determine the fa'il or maf'ul. So when he says وَيَخْتَلِفُ التَّقْدِيرِ, it means that the letter that is hidden in the other, that has been integrated into the other, you yourself do the taqdir. You just imagine, you just perceive that in the case of the fa'il, it is kasra. In the case of the maf'ul, it is fatha. But it's not there. So the taqdir, the one that is hidden in there, which is the fatha kasra changes, their letter has been integrated into another. And so we can't see the fatha and kasra. Just that when you are using them, you know that when you are using as ismul fa'il, it is kasra on the last but one letter, which is hidden. And then if you are using it as maf'ul, it is fatha, that is on the last but one letter, which is hidden. So that is what he means by the وَيَخْتَلِفُ التَّقْدِيرِ. So with this, we end the ismul fa'il wal-maf'ul from the sulasi, mujarrad, and mazada ala thalasa. We've ended them. Inshallah, in our next lesson, we go to a new chapter, Fasrun fil Mudha'af. May Allah aid us see these lessons through. Don't forget to share for others to also benefit, and don't forget to subscribe if you've not done so. And also, if anything is unclear to you, do not hesitate to ask for clarification. Till we meet again, have a very good Arabic time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.